Hey everybody, I'm just checking to see that I'm live on Facebook and also live on YouTube. Give me a second here to get organized. And I just want to check my sound also that that's all good. Oh, can turn up the volume a little bit. There we go. If you can hear me okay, type in the comment section, the box below. Let me know. Yeah, okay, we're all good. So I'll switch over to the chart. And yeah, that's good. Okay, we are looking at crypto. By the way, TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. Everybody looks forward to Friday. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great weekend. Whatever you have planned for Saturday and Sunday, spend time with your family, go on a hiking trip, go traveling, stay home. Don't know what you plan on doing, but I hope you have a good weekend. So looking at crypto, hey, crypto, man, wow, what a great week it's been for crypto. Ever since about Tuesday, it had just taken the elevator up. And finally, yesterday, we hit above 100,000. Just broke the 100,000 yesterday. And now it moved up, almost hit 94,000 before the U.S. session closed. And then it did hit 94,000 today. No, sorry, 104,000. What am I saying? It almost hit 104,000 in the U.S. session yesterday, and today it has hit 104,000, 104,350, something like that. So it's all good news for the Bitcoin hodlers. I hope that if you're trading Bitcoin, I don't trade Bitcoin. I just buy Bitcoin. I don't care what the price is. I just buy once a month. But if you're trading Bitcoin, I hope you got in around, these lower prices around 95, or even previous to that, it got down to 78, then came up to 85, then 95. But now it looks like it's on its way to higher prices. We might set an all-time high. What was the all-time high? Does anybody know? Type it in the chat box if you're listening or paying attention. What was the all-time high for Bitcoin? Does anybody know? I know. I'm just wondering if anybody's watching or anybody knows. I'm not telling you to take a trade on Bitcoin. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not suggesting or recommending you take any trades. This video just for educational purposes. The Bitcoin is making a move right now, and we're at 103,760. So it looks like the only way is up for Bitcoin. It's definitely on the elevator now. But most of you not trading Bitcoin, I know. You mostly trade gold and the major currency pairs. USD JPY is a common one. And we had some good news on the on the US yesterday about they're doing some kind of trade deal with it's a deal, but it's not a deal or something. I don't know. And so anyway, that was a kind of a boost for the US dollar against the Japanese yen. But as you can see today, that has started to fizzle out. And probably next week we'll start to see that start to continue to decline. I expect this is just a knee-jerk reaction to the news. It always happens. Every time there's news comes out, there's always a knee-jerk reaction. And then a day or two later, sometimes 3 days later, it all goes back to what it was doing. So yeah, it makes it a little difficult to trade, but if you're watching your charts and you have some indicators or some strategy, then you can take advantage of these kind of moves. This was a big move from the beginning of the day all the way up till the close of the US session if you're trading the USD JPY. And then the Euro US started out the week kind of on a roller coaster, but then yesterday has taken a fall. Okay, that's of course because of the good news for the US. All right, it affects all the major currencies, and the USD JPY went up, so that means the Euro US would go down. But now it's starting to come back. Okay, and then the odd US, same thing, kind of a roller coaster, and then it declined, but now starting to come back up. Then the New Zealand US the same, and the pound US had some good news this week earlier, and it made a big move up, but then that was kind of counteracted uh, by the good news of the US in the US session, so it fell back down. But now it's starting to recover, as all of the major pairs are starting to recover against the US dollar. And the USD CAD, just mostly sideways today. Had a good move up yesterday, of course. That's all the same thing as with the USD JPY, the strengthening of the US dollar for one day. Okay, don't go believing that the US dollar is going to get stronger. It's not. Okay, that's my opinion. That's my analysis. Since the beginning of the year, I've been saying that, and the dollar is declining ever since the beginning of the year. So that's all of the major pairs, and then of course the one everybody wants to look at, and I think that it would be gold. Let me jump over to the gold chart, and there we have it. So by the way, be sure and leave a comment on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, because it does help the channel if there's some, subscriber engagement. It does help, and I appreciate that. I enjoy making the YouTube videos, and I do enjoy having a YouTube channel. But if you don't comment or ask questions or something, then it doesn't help the channel very much. And same thing on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, don't forget to like, love, and share. I do appreciate it, and I hope that these analyses that I make will help you a little bit with your trading. And if it does, okay, well, leave me a comment and let me know. Or if you have questions about something else you'd like to look at, also let me know. I'm a full-time Forex trader and coach and been doing this for more than 10 years. So get in touch. All right, let's look at gold, see what we've got here with gold. We had a great start of the week. It just jumped on the elevator and just went straight up for Monday and Tuesday. An incredible move. I think it was something like 2,000 pips. It was an amazing move all day Monday, all day Tuesday. And then went sideways for Wednesday. Of course, that was because of the FOMC everybody was waiting on. And then yesterday, with the strengthening of the US dollar for one day, that put pressure on gold, and gold did fall down. And then it also continued down, which is normal when the Asian Pacific market opens. Usually it will continue the same direction as the close of the US session, and that's exactly what happened today. But then it did hit a trend line here that I have, and it started to come back up, and it started to come back up, and now going sideways. I think perhaps the US session might be fairly quiet today. It's Friday afternoon. Everybody wants to go away for the weekend or what have you. They've had a really exciting week, we could say, with all the trading, and perhaps there won't be much activity, maybe a little bit. If gold should start to move, right now it's trading around 33.23, and that's just below our resistance level there. 33.36 is the resistance, and now it's trading at 33.23. So just below, it's just dropped below resistance there. It's come up and hit that for 1, 2, 3 hours in a row. So it looks like we might be on a little bit of a move down, a bearish run for the rest of the US session. And that would mean the next support level is 32.53, 32.58. I can't hardly see my chart. 32.58. Okay, is the next support level down here, if we should get that far. If we should see the bears trying to take control and starting to push the price down. However, later in the session, it can turn around easily. Things can change very quickly. If we should start to move up, then we have resistance at 33.84. 33.84, that's this yellow line here. But I'm not taking any more trades today. It's been a long week, and it's Friday, TGIF. After I finish here, I'm going to go watch a movie at the cinema nearby where I live and enjoy the rest of my evening and enjoy my popcorn. So I hope you will, if you continue trading, just be sure that you trade small. Don't be greedy. Protect your capital. Don't chase the candles. You know the score. Okay. If you want to be successful in trading, most important, use a stop loss and protect your money that you have in your account. Okay, that's it for me for today, for this week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments and suggestions and questions. And I will see you again same time on Monday. Have a great weekend wherever you are in the world.